Hello everyone, Merry Christmas and welcome back to Get Good at Golf. My name's James, Chris is behind the camera, and today we're helping you get good at golf even on Christmas Day. Guys, we are not going to take up too much of your time, but do us a huge favour, get in the comments below what is the best golf related Christmas present you have been given today. Also guys, if you want to check out my main channel, I've got some huge news between me and Laura, which we are sharing today, so if you want to see that, should I just tell them? No. If you want to see that, go and check it out. But if you have been given a new putter today, guys, we are going to give you a couple of quick drills that you can do when you're watching the King's Speech. King's Speech?
Yeah, King's Speech.
King's Speech. Or if you are watching Die Hard or Home Alone or any of the rubbish Christmas films. I'm not a big Christmas film kind of guy. If you're watching The Grinch, I will let you off. My best Christmas gift that I've been given is this from Richie Lefty Diaz from California. He gave it me just before we came back home to the UK. But guys, I've got a really quick drill for you to do. You can do this on the carpet, you can do it. If you have a putting mat at home, then fantastic. But the big thing we're going to do is look at how you can get used to your new putter. I thought Chris had more golf balls than this, but we'll make do with the Align. The big thing to do, guys, is set something behind the hole at your gimme range. So you can use an alignment stick. Here we are going to use another Odyssey putter. And we're going to work just on a little bit of stroke length. So it's a game that we can play. You could even challenge the children to it, the nephews to it, the nieces to it, whoever's coming round for Christmas. Just maybe don't let them use your new pride and joy, because if someone spent a lot of money on you, you don't want to let the kids be putting it. One of my friends, Matt, if you're watching, when Willis put one through the tail, anyway, right. So we're going to work on stroke length. So what I want to do, guys, is ideally I'm going to hold the putt. That's going to give me 2 points. If I get the putt between the hole and my gimme range, you could go a little bit further. I'd usually go a putter's length away for your gimme range. You'll get 1 point. If you hit the gimme range, or if you leave the putter short, then you're not going to get any points. You might even lose, let's say you lose a point. 2 points for a make, 1 point for the safe zone, minus 1 point if you go too long or too short. Obviously, if the putt's too short, it's never had a chance of going in. If it goes too long, then there's every chance you may three putt. That's the last thing we want to do. So
Let's see it, come on.
So all I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to actually go through my routine as well. So I'm going to line the ball up to the hole if that's what I do. Step back every time and just, I like to use my dominant eye. Chris is going to show you how to get what your dominant eye is in just a second, because he's really good at that. Then go through my routine of my posture, make sure I'm gripping the club right, step in. What I'm going to do is visualize a point of reference where my toes are, okay? So for a shorter putt, I might go big toe, longer putt, I might go little toe. Unless you've got anatomy like Chris, where your little toe's inside your big toe and you're a little bit weird, but anyway. Right, so all I'm going to do is make sure that I rock the shoulders and allow that putter to release and let the ball roll end over end. That's my shortest putt, 3 feet. Still, I'm going to go through the routine, because what I'm doing here is I'm not only working on putter stroke, I'm not only working on putter distance with a new face that we need to get used to for the year. I'm not only avoiding the family who are arguing over Monopoly or Trivial Pursuit. Remember that? Trivial Pursuit. But I'm just getting a little bit of golf fixing on Christmas Day. We've done dinner, we've done the pots. Everyone's happy, the dog's asleep. And again now, because this is longer, nothing changes in this putting motion. The only thing that does change is the length of stroke. And then again, I'll let the putter release. I'm stood open there, Chris, aren't I?
Correct. So there is one thing that changes.
So again, nice putt, nice release. And I find that when I do this, I actually start to not only build momentum, but build confidence as well in what I'm trying to do. If you've got your Christmas slippers on, then brilliant. I always wear something on your feet just so you are the same distance away from the ground. Because if you think, if someone's gone to the effort to get you a 34, 35, maybe 36-inch putter, if you then go and start putting bare feet, the putter might not be the right lie angle on the carpet and things like that, so you may think, oh, it's not quite going well, this, I'm missing them all left. If the putter's too short and the toe goes up in the air, that lie angle will just point to the left, and that's not really going to help you. As soon as we start to come more than kind of 10, 15, what's this, Chris, 14 feet?
Yeah.
14 feet out, I'm not really bothered about holding the putt too much. You might be doing this to a beer can, you might be doing this to a pint glass, you might be doing this to a Christmas cracker, but as long as you've got some point of reference there, then that's fine. Again, the only thing that changes for me here is that stroke length, so make sure everything's nice and set up. I'm not going to hit the putt, I'm not going to go back long and then really push through and accelerate. I'm just going to let the putter release nicely hopefully put a nice roll on it. Sit, sit, sit. And that is just in my safe zone. So I've made 2, that gives me 4 points. I've got 1 in the safe zone. I'm happier with the one in the safe zone from 14 feet than the one that I hold from 4 feet. I've got a total of 5 points, guys. Go and do this at home, set yourself a safe point up. Let's see who can beat my 5 points through 3 putts. Great way of not only testing out a new putter and having some fun, showing people you're going to use your present, use your gifts and be really, really happy with them, but it's also a great way of using this putter into the new year and getting used to it. So when we get, I mean, look at it out there. When we get some nice weather, we finally get to play some good golf and hole some putts. Guys, Chris has now got an extra special drill for you with your new putter, and make sure you stay tuned tomorrow because we're going to do the same with irons and driver when the driving ranges reopen.
Right, guys, so this is your next drill. So all you need is 3 golf balls. So you get a new putter, you want to be hitting it out to the centre. So before you do James's drill, you want to be working on strike. So can I get it out of the middle? Yes, we can do that by this drill. So like I say, all you got 3 golf balls. We want to get your middle one. If you've got a line on the ball, that's great, because we're going to start to see what your club face is doing.
Be interesting to see if anyone got those as a present as well, because they're awesome golf balls, aren't they?
Correct, they are great for feedback. And then when you set it up, guys, this could be anything. You could have 2 remotes, whatever you've got. If you haven't got
2
3
remotes,
golf balls.
Sky remote and DVD remote.
Hopefully you've got 3 golf balls. If you're Dave Harrison, you'll have got some for Christmas. Again, get this one lined up to your target. And then we're going to try and make some putting strokes. Again, you could do your practice swing first, and then we want to come in, want to hit some putts, and we're going to start to work on, right, I want to miss those 2 golf balls, miss the gate, and get the ball working through. You can see there with the Srixon Divine ball.
You were aimed a little bit left, actually.
Oh, it didn't come off great. I was aiming a little bit left. It then had a little bit of a hook spin on it, because it should have rolled end over end. So all we want to do there again is make sure when we're doing this drill is to get it lined up exactly where we want. This is going to help you when you get back onto the golf course, onto the putting green, gives you that routine. And the main thing for the 2 gates, and when you put a gate up, whether it's a tees or 2 tees on a putting green, is we're trying to get that tempo. So a lot of times we see people go back slow and go through quick. So like James mentioned in his drill, the only thing that changes is stroke length. So if I'm going to 10 feet, my club head might go back this far. If I'm going to 20 feet, it might go here, 30 feet here. But the tempo is going to stay the same. So if James stays there, we're going to see 10 feet, that will be my stroke. 20 feet, it just gets that little bit longer. Then 30 feet, even longer.
Notice there, guys, how Chris's putter, if you carry on doing that, Chris, it's releasing, it's not accelerating overly, so it's not the same length through as it is back. That's a big misconception a lot of people do get. You have to go as long through as you do go back.
Yeah, so a lot of people, when you go for putting, they say, oh, you're just decelerating, you're not accelerating through the putt. Again, if this putter swings naturally, we should see it's not going to go as far. You've got to then think we're contacting a golf ball as well. So on the way through, if you've got a reference of your feet, even on such a short putt.
Even with mucky shoes like them.
And with filthy shoes.
Hopefully you get some shoes for Christmas.
Much better roll. Still went a little bit left. But you can see my through stroke is probably 3/4 of that backstroke. So making sure we don't go as far through, we're not hitting the ball. We want to stroke the putter. And even without a golf ball, you can come in and try and repeat that and start to get your motion where, all right, can I get it to work through without hitting those? A lot of people go like that. And then
I lost my toe there.
we've got nothing left. So it's all about having that tempo. We're not accelerating through the ball. The club naturally will accelerate from here, but it wouldn't then finish through here. And are you somebody, or is your friend somebody who finishes with a putt, they've had a 20-foot putt and they're nearly all the way through here to parallel? That's not going to be helping them. That's going to make the strike off. It's going to make them put topspin. It might make them hit it into the ground. It could do all sorts of things to affect their distance control. So you need to think about that, guys, when you're doing it. This is a great drill to see what your face is doing. If you've got a Srixon Divide, or if you've got a ball just with a line on it, you're going to get some feedback. But you can really work on that tempo, because then that is going to help you with James's drill. So get onto James's drill. All you need to think about as we get back, that backstroke length gets a little bit longer. For you, you might have a reference, guys. So James said, okay, yeah, it is this far back. It might be the outside of your foot. Again, give yourself those references. You might go, okay, 10 foot, my hands are just on the inside of my leg. 20 foot, they're on the middle of my leg. 30 foot is here. I don't know how many people have got a 30-foot putt in the
30-foot
house,
living room,
but when you're on the putting green, you can do it. Perfect. You can do your 10 feet. You can get an idea of how much your stroke length is. If you've got a carpet, often it is the same speed or a similar speed to the greens on the golf course, unless you're playing somewhere like we did at the farms, where they were
The
like...
kitchen floor was the same speed.
Correct, yes.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope you have a fantastic Christmas as well. Try and not take up too much of your time, but do us a favour, guys. Tag us on Twitter or Instagram or anywhere, and let us know, what are you doing this Christmas to help you get better golf? Are you using celebrations for this gate here? Are you using Christmas baubles? Are you using pigs in blankets to get the putter through? But Chris, we'll see them the same time tomorrow, Boxing Day, for an extra special video if you've got yourself some new golf clubs.
Oh.